Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? Brandon Weaver here once again. I'm pumped up and jacked to get right into it and repair your credit. So let's get to these comments. We're talking about how to vacate judgments, get them judgments off those reports, get those public records off, how many inquiries can you dispute at one time, how many nasty items you can dispute, and all sorts of other questions about statutes of limitation, points increasing, and people boosting their scores. I'm so excited. Let's get to it. Can they win a judgment against you if you don't show up in court? Yes, of course, they can win a default judgment. Many of you know this already because a lot of you are part of the subscribe tribe. And if you want to be part of that subscribe tribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you know the next time I go live, or why I'm wearing a Band-Aid. I can tell you all these cool things because I was feeding my dog and I cut my finger, man, all right? And Jerome, the cameraman, be laughing at me. Shut up, Jerome. I'm telling you, this close. You are thin ice, like these credit bureaus are on thin ice. So, yes, of course they can win a default judgment. But then this person goes on to ask some fantastic questions. What if they never contacted you to begin with and just claim they did? Or what if they never got the, what about, that person, you never got the notice and they mailed it to the wrong address, or post office, or they delivered to the wrong house? I mean, I periodically get different people's mail, so this is a real possibility. I periodically get different people's mail as well. Okay? Don't they have to prove that they gave you notice and that you intentionally did not show up to court? Yes, they do. Now, let me tell you the story about a guy named Brandon who got sued by a collector company. That was me. Okay, let me tell you something, all right? They actually had a process server come to the apartment, knock on my apartment, not this apartment, all right? Not this apartment, all right? A different apartment that I barely got into. I can tell you that story at another time. When it was story time, when I didn't have good credit, it was hard to get into that apartment. But we got into the apartment, and man, I'll tell you, maybe like 2 months later, they knocked on the door. I didn't know who this was. It was like on a Saturday. I was tired. I got it. The guy looked really worried and stressed. Okay, looked really worried and stressed. Now, I knew it was coming because I'd gotten a letter in the mail from a lawyer in the area. The lawyers in the area either have clerks or interns or paralegals who are scanning courthouse documents that come through. They know when a lawsuit goes into play, into the court. And so they'll send you a letter saying, hey, you might get sued, you should hire us. So I saw that and was like, oh man, this is gonna happen. And so I kind of knew this was gonna happen. So I was kind of prepared for it. So I went out and got that free consultation with a consumer protection lawyer. Now, do they have to prove it? Yes, I had actually got this thing, I signed it. I was like, let's get this over with because I know my rights. I'm going to be able to fight this. It wasn't fun, but I'm glad I did it because it changed my whole life and helps me help you do your thing. So yes, if they can't do that and can't prove it and they just say they served you and threw it away, so they do the old sewer service, my lawyer said, they have to show that they prove for it. So you can have that judgment vacated, you can have it removed, dismissed, all that good stuff, because they might not have provided any validation for you in the original court case. So you have the judgment vacated, and again, this isn't legal advice, just what I learned on my own. You can have the judgment vacated, and then when you're in that courthouse, okay, and you're dealing with the original case, you can say, look, I need this dismissed because X, Y, and Z, they never provided proper validation or verification, and they're supposed to provide this information to you during the discovery period. This is what's so intriguing. When I saw the tome, so to speak, the tome of what we were asking for in the discovery, I noticed how many of my rights were being violated, and this is why the case was dismissed. This is why we won the case. This is why they didn't even press me and go to court and just drop the case, because they have to show how they store the documentation, okay, on their computers. What's the security around it? How do you know this wasn't fabricated? Let's see the original signed instrument of indebtedness. Let's see so forth and so on, your license and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it goes on and on. The lawyers are unbelievably extensive, and they have to provide all that information to the other side. So you can see it and your lawyer can see it and you can provide a solid defense. And if they can't provide all that information, or it costs them too much to proceed, don't you think they're just gonna drop it? They will, just like they did with me, okay? So this is why it is so important to not bury your head in the sand. I've seen people who are like, I didn't show up, or I didn't really respond, or I can't afford an attorney, or how do you know? Did you get a free consultation with an attorney? Well, I didn't really, or I didn't really know, or they didn't really want to fight. Keep making calls, find the one that will. I was lucky and found one the second lawyer that I called, okay? The second lawyer I called. It wasn't the first one, it was the second one that I called. It was free consultation, and then took me on and fought the case and won, all right? So it may not be your first call, it might be your second one or your third one, but stick with it. And stick with me here, because if you're going through something, you're going through a lawsuit, or your credit's not, you know, it's not square, you wanna get your credit to that 720, that 800, all right, like your boy, all right, can get you there, all right, get you to the other side. So hit that subscribe button. I know you're thinking about it right now. I know you're thinking about it. Smash the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. This video's helping out, all right? Let's give this video some likes. Let's get some love to these people out here so other people can see it as well, because that's what's important. Other people are getting help with this as well. So let's get to it, all right? People asking me, okay, do inquiries, do those go on the 609 dispute letters? Do those go on your section 23 letters, your section, you know, section 611 letters, your check systems letters? Hey guys, no, those all go, the inquiry letters all go, the inquiries all go on the inquiry removal letters, okay? They don't go on your specific disputes, your 609s, to the bureaus. And the reason that is because it has different laws in there that are nice and tight and packed in there for you on the inquiry dispute letters, okay? Why would you want to get the inquiries removed? Of course, it can help your credit score, maybe not quite as much as if you get a bankruptcy off of there, or a judgment off of there, or some other public record, or repossession, or collection, and charge off, and all these nasty things. If you have a lot of inquiries, it might. But why would you want all those inquiries off? Because it can really help you get new primary trade lines, get you better credit, new credit, better credit score, and business funding, and funding for yourself for when you have all these inquiries. I always had to call reconsideration lines when I had all these inquiries. I had to explain to underwriters why I have all these inquiries. You don't want to have to do that step. It's nerve-wracking, stressful. I've had to do it. I do not like it. I do not enjoy it. The only difference is my inquiries are attached to, yes, accounts that I use. So that's where I have to give them a call and do that stuff. If you don't want to have to go through that, and you got your stuff run a bunch for maybe business credit, maybe an auto loan, okay? Maybe a mortgage loan, maybe you're just trying to get credit, you're desperate out there trying to get things squared away before you found this channel, before you found me and my team, all right? Before you could go to 609creditrepair.com, before I came around with 609creditrepair.com so you can repair your credit, or go to the Awesome Life group so we can do it for you, all right? So that's why. All right, now, let's see what else we got for you on the menu, okay? I have a 6-year-old debt that's about to fall off this report in a year, all right? So about 7 years, typically it's automatically removed. Why do I say it in that way? Why do I not say in 7 years it's removed, it's deleted, and it's guaranteed? Because I have seen things with my own 2 eyes on my own reports and other people's reports that have outside the federal statutes of limitation over 7 years, 8 years, 10 years on there still. So it's supposed to, but like everything, there are inaccuracies, unverified information that's not 100% accurate, so you may still have to dispute it, and I'm a big proponent of somebody who has a debt. Okay, now the collection company's calling me. Yes, they're calling you because they're desperate, they're scared, they're nervous, they know you're outside, probably outside your state statutes of limitations to collect on you, or to take you to court, or try and summons you, or try and get a garnishment, or try to get a judgment on you. Okay? Try to let the time expire, or do let her remove it. Okay. Look, it's an opinion, of course. You gotta do what you gotta do, what you feel comfortable with. But I think you should dispute this sucker, okay? Because clearly, these guys don't have anything. They're scared, they're nervous, they're running, they're outside the statute of limitation. Dispute that stuff. Dispute. Send the collection validation letter, send your 609 disputes, all right? This is gonna help you off. Get it off quicker, all right? Don't wait till the very end. Now, if it goes 7 years, great. Now you know it's coming off when you dispute it. No matter what, you take their butts to court. But start the process, start building your case, because when it hits that 7-year mark, you send a letter, they don't want to dispute it, boom, you got them. Big time, and that's money in your pocket, all right? But it should come off, you shouldn't have a problem. You can always email me, comment, I can help you out with the process. My team can do it for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Get the letters at 609creditrepair.com. You will be just fine, all right? And if you have other stuff like that, add it to the letters. This was just one of your items. I imagine you have other stuff. Add them to the letters. You can dispute it all at once. All right, I appreciate you. Let's see what we got here. All right. Judgments, man. Yeah, judgments. People getting these judgments. All right. I got a question about a judgment here as well, and I want to put this on this video since we're already talking about judgments, okay? In regards to judgments, was the court supposed to advise this individual that she lost and had a judgment, or was that she was being served or summons? This is great. This is really, really interesting. So for me, the court never contacted me. And I'll say that again, the court, the county, the city, the state, wherever you are, the county typically, didn't come out and say, hey, you've got this coming for you, okay? The reason it is because the county, the city, the state wasn't coming for money. It was a private institution. So it's typically, from my understanding, and I'm not a lawyer, okay? My understanding is if the city or the county or the state were coming for you, they would send you something. But since it's up to the plaintiffs to reach out to you, to prove their case, to get you somewhere in their system, they're the ones that are supposed to reach out. They're the ones that are supposed to do all that summons and process serving and all that stuff. Now, if you're getting letters that start hinting at that, okay, keep your eye on your county website. It's public record, it's open for you. But there is a difference between getting a letter from a collecting attorney and getting a court summons. Being in a pre-legal department or being in the process of them filing a lawsuit is not the same as them actually filing a lawsuit. So be very clear, are they actually filing a lawsuit? Are they actually suing you, or are they not? Okay? And you don't have to let it go that long. You can get them letters at 609creditrepair.com, push back on these collectors, push back on these credit bureaus, and get it off and done with. If I had known what I know then, probably would have never gone that long. They probably would have dropped it a long time ago, all right? So, if this video is helping you out thus far, give it a thumbs up. Try to put awesome content out here for you as much as I possibly can. Also with the live streams and the live calls. So hit that, smash that little bell for notifications so next time I go live, all right? Nice. Let's see what we got here. I sent the letters, validation letters out with round 1 letters. I received a letter back from the bank saying that they were unable to locate an account with the information provided. Interestingly enough, they can't find the account. Now, I responded to Mr. John here, all right? And what you can do is send the Section 623 method. You're hearing me talk about it, you're hearing everybody gonna start talking about the Section 623 method. It goes right to the legal department of that original creditor, that bank, okay? Now, if this is a collector, because it does say it was a bank, Credit One Bank, I don't think that's a collector, but Credit One Bank, you can send them that letter and say, hey, I want to see the information that you have on this file. And if you don't have it, you need to properly delete it. And they're unable to locate the account. This is good news for you, okay? At the same time, send the letter, right? The dispute, your second round, their method of verification letter to the credit bureaus. When they try to pull some stuff and say it was verified, you can say how. Because now I went to the bank, they say they can't find the account, they can't provide any information, so how are you providing information? Haul all of them down to small claims court if they don't delete it after that. It's easy enough, you've got the means, you've got the method, 609creditrepair.com, you got help with me. Comment below when you hit that subscribe button and put subscribe tribe, all right? Comment questions, I got you covered. Like the video, share, and I will see you on the other side. Take care.